We got the vibe, fun and friendly all the time. Draft and play and feel the rise. Magic moments in our eyes.
Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic here, doing a best of 3 Duskmourn draft. Wow, Meathook Massacre 2. 4 black is pretty challenging, but this card is good, I believe. Each player sacks X creatures. Whenever a creature you control dies, you may pay 3 life. If you do, return that card under your control with a finality counter on it. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, they may pay 3 life. If they don't, you get it 2, which is really strong. That's pretty cool. Gosh, 4 black is pretty challenging. I mean, the next best card in here is like, it's probably Diversion Specialist or Centipede. I mean, it's a mythic, probably for a reason. It's a strong effect. 4 black is very challenging to get, though. We could give it a try. I mean, you basically have to, I almost feel like you have to play mono black. Maybe we'll get that demon and actually see if we can do mono black. That'd be pretty tough. This format is not made for mono color. All right, follow-up pick, best card. Probably the Irreverent Gremlin, although I could take Shroud Stomper and be pretty happy about it. Yeah, I mean, this is a great card, and it's made for black-white. You resurrect it. Billmark Leech is, I mean, technically this is an enchantment, but it's playable. I just don't want to take it here over a much better card, even if that card is super expensive. Rootwise Survivor, much better than I originally gave it credit for. But yeah, let's take the Shroud Stomper. We're going to get beat up if we can't get enough early plays here, but I think our pack 1 had a black-white resurrection spell too, so we'll see if we can put that together. All right, here's a resurrection spell. Otherwise, Final Vengeance, some removal. Yeah. This is probably suboptimal in this build. This is made for like black-red. Still very playable. I might take Emerge from the Cocoon though. Could see that. Huh. Let's see. Meat Locker, Drowned Diner in here too, which is good. It's Vengeance versus Cocoon. It's a tough one. I'm going to go with Cocoon. I'm going to take the res spell. It's expensive. We're pretty expensive here. All right. I mean, that's some cheap removal. It's also not optimal, but probably fine in a pinch against bombs. Yeah. Kind of works with Meathook Massacre. I mean, letting your opponent manifest dread is not great, but 1 mana removal, it's probably a good one of to have. Emergency use. I feel like our late game is probably pretty good. So, yeah. So probably Cease from Slumber here. We're going to have to make it to the late game. I love Fear of Lost Teeth. I think it's a great card, but we should probably get a removal. I guess we already have one, but this one is just good at buying some time, I would say. Often just 2 mana removal, so we'll take that. Shepherding Spirit is at its best in this deck too, but I'm going to take the removal because you plain cycle it and then you can resurrect it. But that's okay. All right, what does this one do? Creature spells you can cast have Convoke. This is actually good with Meathook Massacre. Wait, you creature spells you cast. No, so it's only your creatures. It's not your enchantments. Never mind. Doesn't work. But now it's Amalgam versus Fear of Immobility. I think Amalgam actually kind of makes sense here because we want to put stuff in our graveyard to resurrect later. Or just dig for lands or whatever. So we'll take it over Fear of Immobility. In general, though, Amalgam, not so good. All right, I think Resurrected Cultist might make sense here. Jump Scare is a combat trick, or we could take Murky Sewer if I wanted to splash blue, but I'll take the Cultist. So Neglected Manor is like a must for this deck. Unsettling Twins would be good too, just because it puts 2 bodies on board, and Manifest Dread is so good for Resurrect. But if we're gonna run this Massacre, we're gonna need some real mana fixing help here. So Amalgam, take Escort, Amalgam. None of them are great for us, to be honest. I could just take the Gorge, but it's just, if we're gonna play Meathook Massacre, there's just no way we can splash anything. So I feel like we're competing already. Survivor being this late is probably a good sign. There's the chance of me pivoting has to be pretty low at this point. But I'll take Slasher, I guess. It's got Death Touch. 2 Meat Lockers. I mean, these cards are just highly playable. There's no reason they should go that late. All right, but then we ended up getting something back we wanted, so that worked out. All right, well, this is actually a sweet card to open. Despite making our mana base even more high, this card is sweet. Made for resurrecting. We have to find a way to get it into our graveyard, so we're going to have to Manifest Dread or... yeah, that's just sweet card. So we're going to have to find a way to live, because we're just slow right now. But Live or Die would be really good for this deck too. Instant speed, resurrect Valgavoth, block, gain 9 life. Yeah. If we get Live or Die back, that'd be a huge gift. But that's a great card to get. Wow. Wow. Jeez. I think we have to take Live or Die over this, despite this card being good. Splitskin Doll is great, because we want to discard. Man, but Live or Die is just too important, I think, with especially the duality of being able to destroy stuff. But instant speed resurrect is huge. We just have to actually find a way to get these in our graveyard. Victor's cheap though too. When enchantment you control enters, you get to Surveil. Geez, that's a bummer, because that's really good for us too. And we have 3 enchantments. Dang. We only have 1 res spell right now, though. Gosh. Being able to Surveil 2 is very good. All right, I'm going to take Victor, just because if we don't have a way to get Valgavoth in our graveyard, I think we're in pretty big trouble. All right, Innocuous Rat is great. Great for our deck. Body that we can block with, and then Manifest Dread to fill our graveyard too. Okay, Faithful's great resurrection spell, so we'll take that over another remake and a Winter's Intervention. All right, well, at least the deck is kind of coming together here. We've got Valgavoth and Shroud Stomper. And I guess we have 2 resurrection spells. All right, so this is 1 mana protection, which is not bad. I kind of like it. And it triggers Victor too. Protects him and triggers it. That's nice. All right, Final Vengeance. I mean, definitely good with Rat. I guess we don't really have a lot of other tools for it, but it's just so much better than Intervention. You can sack enchantments too. That's important to note, although... yeah, you could sack like a Rescue, actually. That's kind of good. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, here we are probably taking the Unsettling Twins. More Manifest Dread. Clutters the board. All right, we'll take a second one. I think there's just a low chance I want to play the Cackling Slasher. Yeah, we still definitely need some more early plays, but I don't hate where we're at. All right, Fear of Lost Teeth is just a good card in general. We have Final Vengeance, and oftentimes, not often, but enough, it can block and put the board in a way where the opponent doesn't want to attack into it and lose 2 things. or lose an X2, or lose 2 X1s. Good with Final Vengeance. Good for Delirium, because it's an enchantment and a creature. Could take the Leech. Don't really need it, but we need some more early plays, so I'll take it. Don't need any of this. Just take the Clasm, it doesn't matter. Guess I could have taken, well, it's just a bunch of different colors there. So we did not get the instant speed resurrect spells back. We're actually pretty removal light, believe it or not. We have Seize from Slumber. Jeez, this card's worse. I'll take the worst card because we're not in those colors. All right, pack 3. So we don't need that. Orphans of the Wheat's not the right deck for it. Could take a second Shroud Stomper. I mean, if we survive long enough to cast these, they're going to be really good. And we really only have like 2 creatures. Otherwise, we could take some more removal, which probably is a good idea. I think I like Seize from Slumber more than Final Vengeance. Although this exiles. This is uncommon though. Maybe we get one of these back. I'm just going to take another Shroud Stomper. I'm hopeful that we can survive long enough to get it online. We'll see if we get that lucky. Either hard casting it or resurrecting it. I mean, we have decent board clutter now. I don't actually know if I want to play Cultist as like a blocker that we can bring back. I mean, it's not horrible. It's just probably can do better. Here we probably take Loner. It's at least a good blocker. Actually, it's kind of an optimal card for us because it puts a card in the graveyard too. So that's great. We'll take that. Easy pick. Probably, I guess we don't have to cut anything yet, but huh. All right, Right of the Moth is pretty big pickup. More resurrection. If we can actually, you know, get stuff in our graveyard. We're clunky, no doubt, but we ended up with some early game, so happy about that. I think 1 or 2 more would be the best. Valgavoth. All right, Seize from Slumber, great pickup. Now I can, well, we don't have to cut anything yet, I guess, unless I want to run 18 lands, which is something I could consider doing. I don't want to, but we can consider it. All right, Trap in the Screen. Now we can cut Resurrected Cultist, probably, which is fine. Wow, Noxious Survival, and it's a mythic. Trap in the Screen's a great pickup for us, though. Get some more removal. Nothing we need. Just take Hardened Escort. I kind of like this deck. I don't actually know if it's good. I guess we're going to find out. Keys to the House. Yeah. You don't need to unlock doors, but there's nothing in there for us, so. All right, another Leech. You know, we have a fair, it's basically a 2-mana 2/2 in here, so it's not great, but we'll see if we end up needing it just in case. Possessed Coat. Actually, Possessed Coat is deceptively good for this deck, so probably better than Leech, since discarding a card is something we want to do. And you don't even have to activate it as a sorcery. That's actually really good. Huh. Yeah. Maybe we get a goat back. I didn't realize there's actually a playable deck for Possessed Goat, but this is totally it. Because, I mean, if you can cast a turn 4, if you can get a turn 4 Shroud Stomper, or obviously Valgavoth, you're in pretty good shape. Just take the rare. We don't care about any of those cards. Duskmourn's Domination, sure. All right, so I don't think we got the other goat back. I'm just going to take uncommons, doesn't matter. So, basically we have a deck here. Got Noxious Survival, second to last. Hey, I'll take it. You know, it's playable in here, but the thing is, I don't want to put things for my graveyard on top of my library. I want to put things from my hand into my graveyard. I mean, it's still doable in here, but I just doubt that we are going to do it. Oh, you can do it to your opponent too? It's kind of crazy, actually. I didn't realize that. You can put a land on top of your opponent's graveyard. So you can like Fate Seal 1 with that. That's kind of cool. All right. So what are we cutting? I mean, could be the Leech. Am I keeping busy enough early? Probably not. Could cut an Amalgam instead. But the Surveil is actually relevant. This is like 2 mana removal. Okay. You can justify that. This is like 2 mana. Sure. I don't want to do even split. Definitely don't want to do even split because we need 4 black for Meathook Massacre and we have no way to dig up. So 10, God, that's still a lot of our... Is there any way I can get away with 6? Because then it's like 7 with the Shepherding Spirit. I don't have to play Goat on turn 1. That's true. Okay, yeah, this is probably fine. I think 11 is a little more doable. Then it's like a third of our black sources to cast Meathook Massacre. It's still very difficult. Oh, I put too many lands in though. Yeah. Oh wait, no I didn't. I need to cut something. Yeah, this is 17. Okay, so I just need to make 1 cut. And it can totally be a creature. That's no big deal. So probably, it feels like the Leech is probably just the most mediocre. We're not planning to drain our opponent out anyway. So it's just a 2 mana 2/2 in here. At least like Loner and Rat and Faithful and Fear of Lost Teeth and Possesco, like all of our 1 and 2 drops at least serve a purpose. And Amalgam even with the Surveil does something here. So, all right, you know what? This is as good as this deck's going to get. Trying out Meathook Massacre. Very difficult to cast, but we'll see what we can do. We'll run it like this and see around 1. All right. First round, and this is a keep. I don't even mind playing Faithful turn 1. Because I've got nothing better to do. Meathook Massacre is never a card you want in your opener, but I can't just mull because of it. All right, look at that. We're already halfway to Meathook Massacre. We're getting there. Oh, that's nice. You know, if I wait a turn on Victor, I probably don't need to, though. I was going to say I could protect it, but even if they kill it, I'll just bring it back with Faithful. If they counter it, I can just use Faithful. If they kill it here, I'll bring it back. It's fine. Yeah, because I've got Rite of the Moth as well. All right, sounds good. They're thinking about something. Uh-oh. Well, they might get rid of our Victor that way. That's one I didn't anticipate. Ooh, if they let me untap, I could do it. Because I can give it hexproof. Let's see if they wisely play around Shard Mage's Rescue. They do. Wise indeed. All right. Well, we're going to get in, pass, and we'll do the Appendage Amalgam at the end of their turn. Just still not bad. Get our Surveil on. And we can Surveil away plains, but we keep swamps. So we need to get this Meathook Massacre online. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to see if they double block. If they just block with the Surveyor, I'm willing to use the Rescue. Oh, well, we're a ways away from that. Now I probably keep Plains too. Final Vengeance. I don't really need that. I don't have a good... We need lands, so I'm over that. All right, well, that worked out. I mean, if they want to use removal, it's not the end of the world. It's not great either, but it's not the end of the world. Unfortunately, we drew the Shroud Stomper. If we could have surveilled it away there, we would have had a bad dude online. Okay, another swamp is welcome. So let's attack with the Amalgam. Plains now. I think I said we'd get rid of them, but since we're building towards this Shroud Stomper, I'm not going to. So now we just go land, and I'm okay right of the Mothing here, actually. Basically, I can use Right of the Moth again, which is totally not irrelevant, especially since I'm drawing the land for it. But we're still building towards this Shroud Stomper and this Meathook Massacre, so we've got a solid late game plan going. Okay, so we'll attack with the Amalgam. Keep that. Okay, land, and then next turn we'll do Shroud Stomper. No creatures in the yard. I mean, they missed some land drops, so they've got a grip full of goodies here. All right, I'm going for the Shroud Stomper. We resolve it. Okay, and pass. So unless they exile Shroud Stomper, we've got it for a while yet. And we have Meathook Massacre online, which is really not irrelevant here. Oh, sure. I could use the Massacre now, too. So I think we wait a turn, though. I probably do the Rat first. And then I'm going to Massacre, and for 2. Oh, well. Oh, they have 2 Glimmers. Okay. All right. Well, Meathook Massacre's a little bit less good now. All right. I'm going to hope they don't make me discard the Massacre so we can eventually start hitting their other creatures. Because if I hit another land, I can do it 3 times, which I guess I don't even really want to do. I mean, it's still not the end of the world. Yeah, we probably just do it. Now I kind of have to wait for them to tap out again. All right. Especially if they equip here. All right, good. They're tapped out. I'm gonna just go for it, and that's fine. So we'll do it for 2. They can get rid of a couple Glimmers, and it's still not the end of the world. So they're not going to pay the life, obviously, because we don't get the glimmers. But we are. I'm getting my rat back. And I'm getting my Shroud Stomper back. And we'll draw. And I'm going to get the Loner out. And then we'll play a land, and I'll do the goat. If I can get in with the Cynical Loner, I'm looking pretty good. Because then survival on that's going to be real nuts. I have to do it after attackers, though. Okay. Well, makes things a little trickier. You can double block here, actually. Or I could just block with the Loner, too. I don't think Innocuous Rat's going to trigger because it has to die. If this would go to a graveyard, and because it's got finality, you exile it. But dying is considered going to the graveyard? I don't know. I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm just going to block it like this and find out. All right. I don't think I need the goat back, although, yeah, if I get the goat back and I rip a land, then I can double block Shroud Stomper, so it's probably worth it. Okay, I have Amalgam too, so I don't want to discard that. So I guess the plan is to block with Amalgam plus my Cynical Loner on the Shroud Stomper. If they attack. Okay. I mean, the Shroud Stomper doesn't have any abilities anymore, so that's kind of an important distinction here too. I would have attacked with the Unwilling Vessel if I were them. I'm glad they didn't. Fear of Lost Teeth. Or I could discard to the goat. I don't think we need to, though. Well, we can actually hardcast Valgavoth now, so that's pretty nuts. But I have to find it. Problem is, I have the Cynical Loner to find it, but it's got to get in without getting blocked. Okay. Hmm. Uh-oh. I'm getting fear of field test into the Enigma here. It's pretty harsh. Just trying to gain some life here. Cracked Skull is actually pretty good against us with the Meat Hook Massacre. I mean, it's not good here, but it's going to be good against us. All right, they got us this game, so just in the interest of time, we'll go to the next game here. And I think we'll run it back. You know, we had a lot of removal we could have gotten there to get us out of that situation, so that's fine. We'll run it back. And we got to cast Meat Hook Massacre. Admittedly, it wasn't quite as good as I would have liked, but it's okay. All right, we'll play first again. Yeah, it's actually this totally fine. We have the goat to even get rid of the Valgavath, so that's pretty sweet. We don't have the resurrection spell yet, so I don't need to discard Valgavath off the bat. So we'll just go best use of mana for now, which is the rat. Sure. Okay. Land. And we'll go goat. And pass. Okay. All right, we're going to do twins here. I mean, I could put that in our graveyard, but we don't have a res spell, so I'm okay just having it out for now. I mean, I can always res the Valgavath, too. I'm really just not in a rush here. They're missing land drops. All right, sounds good. just gonna get rid of Valgaboth now. Okay, immediately. That's funny. Sure. We didn't have to kill the Fear of Lost Teeth there, but I really don't care if they kill our rat. Manifest Dread is helpful anyway, so. Sure. Guess I could have done that before. They need to sack 3 non-land. They just can't even target it. It's so absurdly strong here. The Massacre too. So we'll flip the Amalgam up so we can surveil. That's fine to keep, actually. I mean, we can get a land off of it, so that's fine. I'm pretty surprised they're playing this out. Oh, I could have cast the Nuisance, I guess. Whoops. All right. Yeah. Okay. I'll go run it back again. All right, it's keep. Definitely a keep. Yeah. This is sweet, actually. We get to go turn 2, plane cycle that, set up for a Rite of the Moth. Yeah. I like it. Have a remake for emergencies. They have no black mana, which is good for us. I'm not going to seize from slumber the Peeper. That's for sure. All right, we'll get the goat online here. Next turn we can res the spirit, which is nice. Ooh, well, I think we're gonna remake that. I don't want to deal with that, dude. Not on this board. Because if they have an answer for our spirit, they just can go off with that thing. Turns out that thing on turn 4 is pretty brutal. Oh no, I didn't play the right thing. Oh no. I was supposed to play a black mana to get our spirit back. All right. Well, that does change things. I don't know why I didn't play the black mana in general. I guess I can block and discard at the goat though, so maybe it's still okay. Oh, there's Valgavoth too. Wow. Well, they're in a tough spot now. If we can get this Valgavoth online, we're sitting pretty. Tough call for them. Just to cast Unable to Scream on it, they have to sack a Glimmer plus a Surveyor plus a Peeper. I guess that's not that horrible. It really isn't, but I have Meathook Massacre, so I can just sack my own Valgavoth and then get it back. So they're still going to be in a tough spot. Going all in. All right, we're going to block with... maybe block the Peeper? Could have Siege from Slumber too, but it's fine. Post-combat, enter the Enigma. They're just digging for their black mana, so that makes sense. If our Valgavoth dies, though, we won't get to Rite of the Moth. But also, if they sacrifice 3 things, they all go underneath Valgavoth, so I guess they're like exiled. They have creature, enchantment, and sorcery right now. All right. Sounds good. Okay, so we get an untapped mana. That's nice for our 3rd black mana. And then we'll do the Rite of the Moth here on Valgavoth. So if they do Unable to Scream, like I said, they basically just sack Glimmer, Surveyor, and Face Down card, and then I'll Seize from Slumber their Nashi, so still in decent shape here. Like, yeah, even if they have the answer for Valgavoth, we're still in pretty good shape. Valgavoth is not an easy card to deal with. What do they get out of that again? I should have probably read it. Legendary and or enchantment cards. Yeah, they have a ton of enchantments, so. Yeah. And it gets bigger if they don't put any cards. And now I can cast Nashi if they don't kill Valgavoth now, so that's a tough spot too. Immediate value. They basically have to Unable to Scream here. Ooh, they get rid of our Massacre. Okay. So I'll just do this. Dude. Just get in for casual 9. Flying. All right. Valgavoth for the win. We'll see you for the next one. All right, it's keep. Looks fine to me. I mean, I guess you could argue it's a little on the slow side, but we've got our 4 black mana for the Massacre. All right, well, I'm absolutely going to Seize from Slumber that. Yeah, instead of doing the Rat, I think that's right. I don't want their stuff to be way cheaper, so it feels worth it to me. All right. Sure. All right. I think we chump block here because I want to fill the yard for Rite of the Moth, find Valgavoth, all that good stuff. So we'll manifest the goat. Because then I can discard something for Rite of the Moth when I need it. Well, probably better to get around the don't make a sound now. All right, Amalgam, we don't need that. Let's do the twins of our own. And, oh, well. There's no way I can get this back, right? They have blue. I guess they could bounce it. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's a way to get it back unless they bounce, but I'm going to try it. Creature enchantment instant. So I guess the only permanent that matters is preserving the goat. Just in case we rip something I need. So we'll trade a twins for a twins. And I could double block that, but I think I'm just going to take 2. Sure. Ooh, there's a good one. All right. So, yeah, that's actually good. That is good. Okay. So we pass. And the plan is to... Ooh, that's a good one too. Face up the goat. Discard the Shroud Stomper, block the Glimmer. Okay. All right. Okay. So now we can... I guess I could attack first. They don't have great blocks for the goat. But then they can smash back pretty good if they have an answer, so we'll just get the Shroud Stomper down. Nice. Faithful too. We'll play it. All right, so let's see if they have the answer for the Shroud Stomper here. If they don't, I'm happy to draw cards and gain life. It's too bad Massacre's offline, but I guess they have Tamer, so I don't know how much that matters. And Shroud Stomper gets exiled if they deal with it, because it does have a finality counter, unfortunately. But that's okay. It's really not that big of a deal. It already did its job. Took up half of a card to... I mean, if it eats a removal spell, plus takes up just half of a card, and gains me 2 life, drains them, draws me a card. I mean, I feel like it's done its job, in my opinion. At this rate, maybe we can hard cast a Volgavath. They are really on the tank on this one. Oh. That's a weird one to choose. I mean, it makes sense that you wouldn't do the... It actually ended up maybe being the right choice for them. Although I probably would have done the Faithful. Because if they'd done our face down card, yeah, I guess they were smart for not doing that one. So we'll attack with the Shroud Stomper here. I don't even have any protection for it yet. All right, Cynical Owner is actually not terrible. They got to deal with that. There's no way they don't deal with the Shroud Stomper here. Yeah, they've got to. They only have one card left, too. Yeah. I think I agree. It makes sense. Okay. So now, oh, Fear of Imposters, huh? So we'll get the goat down. I think we go land, goat, loner, and then we could actually faithful back the twins. I don't hate that. I don't feel like I'm in a rush. I'm doing kind of good right now. They don't really have a great block for the loner. Oh, now they do. One card left, though, so that's good. All right, do the Amalgam. And we'll do a Surveil. I guess I can attack with the goat, too, here. Oh, they can't block with the Glimmer, but they can block with the Goblin. All right. I forgot that Cynical Loner can't be blocked by... That's right. So we're going to do it like this. And Surveil. Victor. I don't want to waste a res on that, so I guess I can cast that. They can't even block the Inquisitive Glimmer with it. That's a real shocking choice, actually, that they blocked with the Gremlin. Unless they forgot about the loner. In which case, then I guess it kind of makes sense. But I think I'm actually going to play land, because then if we rip our 9th land, we can just cast Valgavoth. So hard casting Valgavoth seems good. Although, I guess if they ripped another enchantment, then it doesn't matter if they blocked with the Gremlin there or not. This is an odd attack. Must have a board wipe. So the plan is to just block the Tamer with my face down card, and then I'll take the rest. I can't do anything with that Massacre anyway, so. All right. So now they legitimately can't block the loner except with their Apparition, which I'm happy to oblige them with here. They forgot that they can't block with Glimmers. They forgot. And now they're going to pay the price. It's all right. I've forgotten that before, too. You could see they were trying to block with the Glimmer, so it's a tough spot for them there. They're never going to forget that again, though. This is a lesson they'll never forget. So now we put Valgavoth in there and just res it. Wow. That was a game-changing mistake there, too. They were that unwilling to block with the Apparition that it actually ended up costing the game. That's a pricey mistake on their part, but like I said, they're never going to forget that again. Well, to keep, we got Valgavoth in hand, but I think we have some ways to get rid of it, hopefully. Otherwise, we're going to be hard casting a Valgavoth here. Oh, this is the guy we just played. Well, like I said, he's not going to forget. All right. Well, Oh. Well, things got vigilance, so I think we'll just pass and do the appendage amalgam here to block the glimmer. Okay. So attack with amalgam here. Fifth land gets me, I guess, technically closer to Valgavoth, but I feel like I need better right now, so I'm gonna pass up on that. I may have needed the land there, to be honest, but I'm surprised they're taking it. Sure. So we'll do an amalgam. See if they have the counter. It's okay if they do. All right. Well, that's cool. So I think we'll block like this. That worked out. I like it. Sweet. Wow. Just let us do our amalgam. Res spell we're gonna need, so I'm gonna keep that. I mean, we don't need it yet, but I have a feeling we're gonna need it. Currently winning the race here, so that's pretty sweet. All right. So I think we'll just take care of that threat. And a merge. Let's see if we can get some dudes in the yard. I can keep that. Yeah, we're not really in a rush here. Man, my head on. All right. I think we're just gonna do the. We'll do the remake on the apparition here. So it's good that unwanted remake is actually pretty good here. Huh. But they didn't do that one, huh? That's weird. I'll just do it now. That's fine. Huh. Let's do the twins. So we want Faithful. Could check if the Amalgam they would just block with there, so I think we'll wait. Man, I do want to do more surveilling here, but I'm going to wait. Ways away from Valgavoth. I mean, I can emerge the twins because I have another res spell right now. And the mana for it, which is nice. It's keeping a bunch of mana up, so that's I'm gonna emerge the twins here. If they want to counter it, that's fine. We've got grander plans down the road. Sure, we get to manifest dread anyway. It's not even that good. That's kind of the funny part. All right, so we'll do the rat pretty clearly here. Play a land and pass. And then we can face up the rat at some point to get more and sack Final Vengeance. Yeah, that's pretty good. We can do that. No rush though, like I said. We've got the I feel like we have the late game on lockdown here. Because we have Valgavoth, we can hardcast at some point if I just draw a million lands. I've got Final Vengeance with my rat to manifest dread again. We've got Shroud Stompers at some point. Just all out attacking again, huh? Take 5 because I have Final Vengeance here, so I feel like I can just take 5. Kind of ahead on the race here. If they pay $1 billion for their face down card, I've got Final Vengeance, so that's fine too. Sure. All right. So now we've got, I don't even need to do that though. But I get to, it's probably worth it for the extra manifest dread. Oh, I'm going to keep that. So I've got Seize from Slumber off the top. Now they're chilling. Yeah, that's fine. Just gonna hang out. Oh, nice. No rush. I don't think. I think I can discard Valgavoth now pretty comfortably because they can't actually counter. I don't think, right? Can imposters do that? No. Counter target spell. So they can't even counter me getting Valgavoth back, which is just brutal. Oh, wow. What are they doing that to? Yeah, that's awkward. And even if they kill Valgavoth, we've got Shroud Stomper next turn. So that's pretty good. Still have another res spell in here somewhere. All right, they block. Ooh. Well, it loses all abilities. So I can just kill it, actually, and get it back. Oh, it's acceptable. All right. So I could do the Shepherding Spirit first. It doesn't have lifelink, but I'm at a low life total here. So I can do the Stomper. I could do the Spirit now. Say they kill that, but then I have to chump. So we'll do the Stomper. And that's fine. Yeah, we'll play it, I guess. I'll sandbag it. I don't think I need to play it. Well, thank goodness Valgavoth doesn't have any abilities. Jeez. Just gonna block with my dude here. Then I can actually cast Seize from Slumber plus the Shepherding Spirit, which is pretty nice. Makes sense. Nice. Okay. Well, they're out of cards in hand. That's good. Oh, and then we just immediately top deck another one. Great. So, can kill our own Valgavoth. Why don't we do Stomper first? No, I don't want to. Oh, wait. Oh, I don't. Well, that's fine. Just block the Valgavoth. It's fairly simple. Kill the tamer, I guess. All right, got there. Is that just an epic game 2? Wow. For some reason I was like, play the same opponent, but it was just because our game 1 was so long. Wow, I'll see you round 3. We're on the draw. Oh yeah, we can keep this. We got the Shepherding Spirit too, and we have the Res spell. This is a great hand. So turn 2, I almost feel like I'd rather do the Rat, because I want to draw lands. So if I plane cycle, it actually like reduces my chance of drawing a land. Not by much, but because then on turn 3, if I don't draw a land, which I did rip a land, which is nice. I guess I can attack here. They could have actually blocked, and if I dealt the damage to it, they could have just sacked it. That's pretty nuts, actually. That was a unwise attack on my part. That's what I would have done. I would have just blocked and ramped and drawn. So we'll do the amalgam this turn. I'm not going to risk it this time. Ooh. Well, geez. Entity tracker is kind of a big deal. Hopefully they attack with that tracker. I'm going to need it to have any chance. Another land. It's helpful. So attack with amalgam. There's surveil going. Nice. I mean, yeah, I probably should keep that. I'm gonna have to deal with that. So now I don't want to shuffle that away, so we'll do the Neglected Manor and do Rat again. Nice. All right, so I don't know. Some cycling here. That tracker's gone off. It's already drawn him 3 cards. So, yeah, I guess if they attack with their... I double block it. I'm willing to make this trade. All right. So we'll do that, and then we'll kill this. That's good. And then we'll kill this. That's good. And now we're just a land away from our Shroud Stomper. We're not even that far behind on board, which is kind of shocking. Sure. Oh, I even found the answer to that. That's cool. Okay. I mean, unwanted remake is suboptimal against a branch snapper, but that's okay. You get a lot of value out of that. I don't have anything to. I don't have anything to, that's not true. I do have something to resurrect, so we can do Rite of the Moth on our spirit. I guess that's actually not bad. I mean, Emerge would have made better use of mana, but I guess I'd rather Emerge a Shroud Stomper so I can Rite of the Moth it back again. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that. Why don't we just take 3? Guess I could have blocked with a rat. Alright. That's fine. Not the end of the world. Oh, that's just permanent. They just always have that now. That's incredibly strong. Alright, we'll get our Stomper down. And Cynical Loner. So I think we're in survive mode. We gotta get to Valgaboth point here. I feel like if we get to Valgaboth, we're looking pretty decent though. Ouch. Guess they only have 6 cards left, but we gotta find a way to live here, so let's do rat on do rat on the inspector. Actually, let's do teeth on that and do this and that. This doesn't really work, unfortunately. Oh, I should have put it in the yard. Yeah, that was a mistake. Yeah, because then I could have gotten 2 creatures. Whoops. Yeah, that was a mistake. I wasn't thinking on that one. Kind of important move too, because they need more bodies to outlast their library. I guess I could just emerge because at this point we're just outlasting their library or else we're gonna die, so we'll do the rat again. And then pass. They don't have that many cards left in their library either, which is nice. 3? Okay. Okay, so this... I don't even want to kill their Shrieker. So this can go in front of big dude. This can block here. This can block one of these, I guess. Oh, man. I have no way to get it back. I don't think. Yeah, not getting the Manifest Dread on Unsettling Twins. How did it? I should have had it. Why didn't I have it die there? Oh, and then I just magically rip another one. Nice. This doesn't matter. Sure. I'm trying to think why they exiled their own. Oh, because they don't want to draw cards. Let's see. Two cards left. All right. That's good. I mean, we can still cast Valgaboth and our other Shroud dude, so not the end of the world here. I suppose the play is just this again and do the twins. Let's get more blockers. Yeah. I could actually... So if I trap in the screen the Inspector, I don't even really have a good attack against us. Yeah, I think that's probably the play, actually. Oh, wait, that doesn't make sense. No, we have to do this. Because it's not like it's going to my hand. It's just trap the screen would have been an actual good out there. Let's see if they ripped the Flood Pits thing. Oh no, we just need to prevent some damage for now. That's fine. Oh, nice. So we do this face up and attack. And they block with the Centipede and the Shrieker. But their last card is the Flood Pits thing, so I think they can stay alive solely based on that. So I'm going to have to attack here. Wow. So doing this, otherwise they kill us, I'm pretty sure. Because their last card is Flood Pits Trainer, which they're going to cast on the Shroud Stomper. That Flood Pitch Trainer really won him the game here. I rip another one. Or Flood Pit's Drowner, rather. A Drowner is so good. Wow. I'm surprised we lost that. Pretty surprised. That's how good that Drowner is. Just, I mean, this card is nuts, and Flood Pitch Drowner is nuts in so many ways. Wow. They didn't have an upkeep stop? You're kidding me. Well, I'm glad I didn't concede, but did they just forget to put an upkeep stop? Is that really what it was? Oh, it didn't have the stun counter in it anymore. They forgot. If they had just done it differently, they were so greedy for that 5-point attack that they forgot. And I forgot too that it needed the stun counter or else they can't. Wow. Wow. That's incredible. That is incredible. All right. Yeah, we're running it back. Oh, it's a keep. A little bit on the slow side, but... Oh, there it is. Valgavoth. Well, we've got it in hand. We have a way to discard it, but see if we can survive long enough. Oh, no. I don't want to draw all my expensive things. Not when I have Victor. Not now. Are they going to do a... Oh, okay. That card's so good. 2 mana, instant speed, Manifest Dread. Wow. That's so good. turn 3 Shrieker off of Manifest Dread. That's so funny. Jeez, nice turn progression. All right, let's do the twins. Jeez. I don't know. I'm at 7 life. What is it? Turn 5? Sheesh. Okay. So probably need to do another twins here. All right. On to game 3 here. And let's just run it back. Play first. Yeah. Obviously, you don't want, Valgavoth in your hand, but this is fine. We can make this work. And both colors. Getting a 9 mana. Oh, and then we rip the goat. Wow. Well, we have a good chance of winning now if I can resolve this goat. Not have it die. Sure. I mean, granted, I still need another mana, but... Okay. Sure. So I have to sack 3 things to get it back. And then we have Emerge from the Cocoon into Rite of the Moth. So even if they fight it by sacking everything, which I don't even know how they'd fight it here. They need like Death Touch. Yeah, they just don't have enough good stuff here. I even get to leave up Unwanted Remake. Like they have to cast the collaborative clobbering, sack a bunch of things. Then I do Unwanted Remake. I'm going to take the 7 here. We're obviously winning the race. Okay. I don't have lethal yet, so I don't have to do the remake. I would tap out if I did that. I don't think we need to then. Wow, I get to cast Glimmer Burst too. Guess I should have done the chandelier here. This is fine. So now, in order to tap it, I have to sack 3 things. Okay. Tap it. Attack for 8 here. Okay, so then we can, while they're tapped out, remake the Drowner. And we play Drowner. Tap the Branch Snapper. What else do I want? Yep. There we go. Beat the better deck. Sweet. Wow. Quite the win there. Well, that was sweet. Valgavath was fun. And we beat, like I said, I would say their deck was, I mean, you saw what they did game 2 there. That was obscene. Yeah, let's do some pack one, pick ones. That was a ridiculous win. All right. Each player draws 2, and if you have Delirium, max hand size is 7 minus the number of those card types. So they could have. That's pretty tough to get going. Anything else that's worth playing here? Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty decent monocolor card. It's less exciting than Winter, but way easier to cast. Then Arabella is 2-color. I'd probably take the Surgery. This is a res spell plus pretty good effect with Hospital Room, so I like that. I could take that. Well, I was pretty impressed with Survivor, but I don't think we're taking Rip. Probably take Trap in the Screen. Actually, yeah, Trap in the Screen over Glassworks probably makes sense. Deals with more things, tougher to deal with. Still like the Survivor now, but yeah, Trap in the Screen seems good there. All right. Draw 5. You have no maximum hand size. Whenever you lose life, oh yeah. That one's too tough to get going. Here, we probably either take the Clobbering or the Unable to Scream. The versatility of Unable to Scream I like more than Clobbering. You don't need creatures, and it works well for Eerie, so I would take Unable to Scream there. Let's see here. Fear of Being Hunted over Wicker Folk, probably. It is 3 mana, but it's also monocolor, so it doesn't pigeonhole you as much. This has got to be too tough to... Yeah, this is too ridiculous to get going. All right, Fear of Being Hunted. Pure Past the Veil. You know, I did get to play that, and I was pretty dang impressed. That is good. Even if it's tough to get going. Instant speed draw is pretty sweet. It ends up refilling your hand, being a 4 mana, 4 or 5 card draw for instant speed. That's pretty good. Even if it is a multicolor first pick, requiring some setup. All right, now it's Zealot versus Wicker Folk versus Trap in the Screen. Probably just take the Trap in the Screen. I love Wicker Folk, but taking a multicolor first pick's probably not wise. And I guess I'd rather have pretty hard removal over Zealot, I think. Even though Zealot's pretty sweet too. All right. Yeah, we can open some Foundation packs too, I guess. I don't even know why I have these. Tiny Bones and Extravagant Replication. All right. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.